Well, look at you, finally here, tangled up like a ball of yarn after a cat's had its way with it. Your breath's coming in short, shaky bursts, fingers twitching like they're dancing to some chaotic tune only you can hear. You're a puppet caught in its own strings, aren't you? I see you, little firecracker. Your mind's an open wound, raw, red, and restless, splitting open with every thought that races through it, bleeding out into the chaos. You know that feeling, right? That tightness in your chest, like a balloon deflating under a slow, invisible press. It's like the ground's crumbling beneath your boots, grain by grain, leaving you sinking into nothing. You slap the label, fear, on it. But let's be real. Fear's got claws, teeth, something you can fight. This is quieter, sneakier. It's a cold fog rolling in, wrapping its icy fingers around you, whispering in your ear without ever saying a damn thing. So, tell me, when's the sky ever actually crashed down like your brain keeps swearing it will? When's your breath ever just packed up and left you high and dry, despite that hollow etch that camps out in your ribs? You're always waiting for the big collapse, the disaster movie moment, bracing yourself for the credits to roll. But here's the kicker. It doesn't come. It just hovers, circling overhead like a buzzard eyeballing roadkill, waiting for you to buckle under the weight of your own what-ifs. You're spinning these wild stories in your head, building whole worlds of wreckage. And for what? But hold up, because I've got a little secret for you, something buzzing just beneath the surface of all that noise. You've lost sight of it, but it's still there. You're not the punching bag here. You're the one dreaming this whole mess into existence. That anxiety, that trembling in your bones, that ache that won't quit. It's not some sign you're broken. Nah, it's the sparks flying off a mind that's too big, too wild, too electric for the tiny box you've been trying to shove it into. You're not weak. You're a freaking universe. Your thoughts, they're stretching out like highways with no end, racing into futures that haven't even been sketched out yet, filling up the empty spaces with echoes of stuff that might never happen. And yeah, it's messy, it's loud, it's overwhelming as hell. But that's your superpower, even if you haven't figured out how to steer it yet. You can't hush that tidal wave crashing through your head any more than you can tell the moon to quit tugging at the ocean. But here's the thing, you don't have to drown in it. You can learn to ride it, to float on the current instead of flailing around like you're auditioning for a shipwreck scene. Next time that unease creeps in, and you know it will, don't duck and run. Don't shove it under the rug like some dirty little secret. Lean into it, feel it, pick it up like it's some fragile, weird little treasure. Turn it over in your hands, study its edges, ask it, hey, what's your deal? Why you here? Spoiler alert, it's not gonna have a good answer. Watch it squirm, trying to twist itself into something solid, something you can name. And then, just let it go. Let it drift off like smoke slipping through your fingers, like a breeze cutting through an open window on a summer night. It'll come back, sure. It always does. But now you've got the upper hand. Now you'll remember you're not the puppet in this show. You're the one pulling the strings. So here's your wake-up call. Straight from me to you, stop letting that fog convince you you're small. You're not some fragile thing waiting to shatter. You're the storm and the sky it's raging in. You're the dreamer and the dream. That restless, buzzing, runaway mind of yours, it's not here to break you. It's here to build something. Something huge. Something wild. You just gotta figure out how to point it in the right direction. Take a deep breath, shake off the weight, and step into it. You've got this. The strings are yours to hold. Start untangling them.